Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I am committing a bit of heresy today by painting up a Dwarven Dark Angel. The model is Hågen Hogslayer from Tablehammer. I black and white Zenithal primed him and I get started with all of the armor panels using Wyvern green from Two Thin Coats. I figured I would go for a Dark Angel scheme on this guy since there's rumors that the lion's waking up from his nap sometime soon, and I've never actually painted a Dark Angel before. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Next up, I do the part I should have started with. I grabbed Death Reaper and painted all of the fabric parts of the under armor, which if I wasn't trying to paint around all of the green armor, it probably would take about half as much time. To add some highlights to the under armor, I use Dungeon Stone Grey, just for the raised areas and add a bit more texture to it. Now for a weird choice that I wanted to test out, I washed everything I've already painted with purple tone wash. I've heard that purple is a good shadow color for green, so now that this was my chance to find out. It does work pretty well, but this green wasn't as affected as I thought it would be. To try and emphasize the darker tones, I came back in with Wyvern green and started adding a bit of an edge highlight on some of the most pronounced areas, just so where the light will be hitting and it looks a bit brighter. Finishing the green off, I added in a final edge highlight with emerald green, just the uppermost edges to make them pop. Now for the cloak, I went for a base coat of warm grey. Toning down some of the purple under armour, I added another highlight with Dungeon Stone Grey. This is also the base coat for the base, just to get that city fighting look. For that classic Dark Angel scheme, you need some red in there, so I went for Sanguine Scarlet for the weapons and some of the trim around the armour. While the red dries, I add in a highlight on the cloak using Grimy Grey, covering most of the cloak again, just leaving a warm grey in the folds. Also stipple on the underside just to add a bit of texture in the shadow. The first highlight on the red parts gets done with Demon Red, just bringing up some of those sharper edges. Finishing off the red, I went for a fine highlight using Rust Orange. This is also used to dot in those eyes. Now for all the metal parts, I get started with plate armor over everything that needs to be metal, even if it's going to be gold afterwards. This mini is of course a king, so there needs to be some more gold on here. I went for Dragon's Gold for this, which is quickly becoming my go-to gold as it covers really well, especially over silvers and browns. The base needed a bit of love, so I attempted to stipple on Carcharodon grey, but failed as I had way too much on my brush and just ended up painting it into places to mix it up. Finishing off the mini, I thinned down some Oblivion blackwash and went over all of the base, the metal parts and the red trim. And that will be it for Hågen. He took a bit longer than I thought he would, but I do like how he came out, and since he's a character, that's not too bad. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, there will be photos of this mini on my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.